everyone, I am here today to discuss last year's reading goals and this year's reading goals and sort of just have a little chat about what I expect from this year. So last year's goals were basically to try and read 100 books. Well, I failed miserably. I got to 70 something and then started cheating and reading some kids' books, and that got me to about 80 something, and then I just gave up and realised I wasn't going to hit my 100 books again. It's fine. Maybe this year will be the year. So yeah, that's a fail. Next we have, what was the next one? Oh yes, to try and have fun and not worry about what books I'm picking up. I did that to an extent. I certainly did more rereading last year than I've done in a long time. So I kind of managed that, but at the same time, I did still feel stressed to try and keep up with like new releases and stuff, and failed miserably, and just generally again didn't have that fun a reading year last year. I felt like I was just in some sort of permanent half slump where I often wanted to do something else rather than read, which is fine. But at the same time, I'd then be really grumpy with myself because I'd be like, I'm so behind on my reading goal, and I was just miserable. So my other main goal for last year was to simply try and upload a video. Now, I've literally watched back my goals from last year. It was to try and upload a video every Sunday, Wednesday and Friday. So Sundays I wanted to upload wrap-ups, Wednesdays I wanted to upload weekly hauls, and Fridays I wanted to upload some other sort of bookish themed video or a review. That didn't work out well at all. I don't think I even lasted the month, to be honest. Then after that, sort of midway, well not even midway, a quarter to midway through the year last year, I actually got into some sort of really good swing, which was more than that, and it was to upload a video every other day. I kept that up for quite a few months and I really enjoyed it. And if it wasn't so taxing and stressful almost to keep up, I think it's something I'd still be doing now, because it's so achievable. If you sit here and just bulk film videos, you can then bulk film a couple of weeks worth, edit one or two, get those scheduled, and then you can edit the rest as and when you have time and get them scheduled. And it actually made me never miss an upload. Most of them I was able to get them uploaded to a specific time, and my channel was doing well. I was really pleased with how I was managing to be consistent. But then I had a rough summer last year, something happened, and I just generally failed. And so from then on, the end part of last year, I was just a bit all over the place. Sometimes I'd upload a bit, sometimes I wouldn't upload for ages. Towards the end of last year, as in like December, I don't think I really uploaded at all until the end of the month. It was just terrible. And so as ever, this has made me think, January, time for a fresh start. So we'll start with my video wishes and goals for this year first. I'm not going to set a strict schedule right now because it's clearly not working. It doesn't matter what I do, I just can't seem to stick to one. As I said, the uploading a video every other day is great, but I know that I just can't stick to that right now either, because I'm working insane hours. I'm struggling sometimes to even get the videos that I've been doing up this year, which you will know if you've been watching them, because they've not always been the greatest. It's all just slapdash here, slapdash there, see what I can do. I would like to get to the point where I can do a schedule this year, but I'm just not even going to make it a goal at this point. Whatever will be, will be. My one goal for this year with uploading is to try and be consistent to some sort of extent. If I get one video up a week, fantastic. If I get 2 up a week, even better. 3 a week would be perfect. 4, blow my mind. That is what I'm thinking right now. So less pressure on myself, try and get into a swing of a natural schedule, if you will. That said, my plans in terms of that are to try and upload a reading wrap-up every Sunday or Monday. I've already not kind of stuck to that. It's been going up on a Tuesday, it's gone up on a Wednesday. At some point, once a week, I want to get a weekly reading wrap-up up. A day or two after that, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere around there, I want to get up a weekly book haul, because you know that I pick up a lot of books and it just takes so much of the pressure off of filming and editing them if I do it weekly rather than some great big huge thing monthly. And I enjoy it. I enjoy going into more depth talking about the books than what I would when I feel pressured because I've got 40 to talk about in 1 month. It's easier for everyone. I also want to try and upload 1 book review a week. That may or may not happen. we'll just have to see. As I said, I don't want pressure, so this is just what I want. It's not necessarily a goal, it's just what I'm striving towards almost. It's what I want to be trying to get to the point of doing with no problems. Finally, I just want some sort of bookish themed video once a week as well. So yeah, 4 would be the dream, and hopefully it's something I can work towards being able to do at some point this year. In terms of my reading, I've still got the reading goal of 100 books because I like just a nice round number of it. I've done it before and I want to be able to do it again. It's been years since I've done it and I want to get there. But I'm not going to read short books, she says, deliberately to try and hit the goal. I want to read what I want to read or what I need to review rather than thinking, right, I'm behind on my Goodreads score. I've already been behind on it so far this year. I've now caught up again. So, you know, it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be swings and roundabouts and it might be touch and go whether I get there or not in December. My next goal, and this is one I've been really surprised has popped into my head because it's almost the opposite of last year. Last year was just kind of have fun with my reading. This year is to be really strict with myself. So physical books, not allowing, although I am still trying to work through those as well. With my Kindle books and my NetGalley books, my whole aim is when I haul a book to be reading it within the next few weeks. Definitely by the next month, unless it's a NetGalley book that isn't being published for several months. I don't like being one of those booktubers that sit here hauling all these books like I do and then never reading them. That's not what I want to be or who I want to be. People in the comments of the hauls will be like, oh yeah, that sounds good. I can't wait to find out what you think of it. Well, sometimes I'm not finding out what I think of it because I don't get to them. So I'm being a lot stricter with myself this year, which you should see in my TBRs. They should reflect the previous month's weekly hauls. And I'm really excited to be trying to be more strict with myself. As ridiculous as that sounds, my reading has been awful the last few years, so maybe I need to be stricter. Maybe I need to stop thinking about reading being fun and actually, well, reading should be fun, don't get me wrong, but actually just be a lot stricter with myself, be like, right, I've told my viewers that I'm going to read and review this book and I'm going to do it. And maybe the pressure will help. We'll see. This is something I'm going to keep up all year round, regardless of how well or not it goes in the first few months. I mean, if we were to go by January alone, I'm actually doing it really well with it. I've been sticking to my TBR and I've been working through it at a reasonable pace, and that is all I want. I'm not going to make, this is kind of linked to my next goal really, I'm not going to make unrealistic TBRs. Each month I'm going to look at how many books versus how many pages these books are I can logistically, on an average reading month, get through. And then make the TBR out of them and hope that I'm not acquiring more than what I can put in a TBR, because that will be bad. That will end disastrously. And even then, because I'm putting pressure on myself, it'll probably just mean it'll end disastrously for my sleep, because I'll just make myself read all night. I'm going to read 100 books this year by that logic. But yeah, that is my kind of main goals and plans for this year. Let me know what yours are. Obviously this video is going up quite late in January because I'm struggling with the upload schedule part right now. Life is what it is, and I'm just gonna have to try and find a way of juggling my time better. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe by clicking the image of me if you want to see more book reviews and other bookish content from me, and I will see you soon. Bye bye. So I've literally just finished filming and I suddenly thought I forgot to mention something. So another one of my goals is to read at least an hour a day. That's not always achievable and it's not something I'm going to push for, but I'm tracking, and I already have been tracking this month, every single day that I read for at least an hour. So then I can look back at the end of the year and see how many days I managed to do it. I know it's not going to happen every day. It's already not happened every day. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of want to go back to uploading every other day. Especially since I've just sat and bulk filmed. This might become a thing. Maybe.